Well, that's not where we're supposed to be. Good morning. Good morning. It is a rainy, dark Monday morning. Get flashbang, get flashbang, get flashbang, get flashbang. We're playing a different kind of boy today. I don't know, man. Nemesis could get it. I'm lying. I'm joking. I'm kidding. Don't. Listen. Don't. Liquor, I hardly. Anyway, good morning. I'm sleepy. I wish I could stay in bed all day because it's rainy and crappy and just dark. I hate when it's so dark in the morning like this. It just makes me want to stay asleep forever. We'll try again tomorrow, right? But anyway, going to be a bit of a shorter stream today anyway, since I have work a little bit earlier than usual today. Not a lot, just a little. But that's okay, I guess, because I don't really have much to report for the weekend. Not really anything happened over the weekend aside from Kamla goes to work every fucking day ever. Yesterday, though, I tweeted about this last night. Yesterday, when I was at work, I went on my break to go and hopefully, like, do some writing and stuff, as I've been doing with my little laptop that I bought, in order to try and do something that feels productive when I'm at my job, which is technically productive, but makes me want to die. And there was no signal at all. So all of my shit that's on Google Docs, like the script that I'm working on for Build Yoshi and various other projects, smaller projects, I could not work on. I have my novels, my big personal projects are on a flash drive, so I could work on that. But, like, I was hoping to get some script writing done, because, like, that's the next thing that I want to work. I want to work on the script so that I can get the video out. And I couldn't do that because there was no signal. And I couldn't even, like, browse Discord. I had just enough signal to receive notifications from Twitch and Discord, but not enough signal to reply back or pull up the stream or doom scroll Twitter or fucking anything. I couldn't access anything. I could just be annoyed by the notifications. It was the worst. It sucked. I just had to sit there and do nothing because there's nothing to do. So hopefully that doesn't happen again today. I don't know what the deal is. It was like the whole building. It's like somebody plugged the fucking jammer into one of the outlets. I can think of at least 3 things worse than that. Yeah, right. Okay. Alright. Fucking... Number 1 is when I play Final Fantasy XIV while you're at work. But yeah, that's like the one thing that happened this weekend. So, pissing me off. What's up, Chocolate? Congrats on first. As usual. What's up, Dory? What's up, Krim? What's up, Brick? What's up, Boss Rush? How we doing? How we doing? Like I said, gonna be a bit of a shorter stream today. So, what say we just get right into it? We got work to do, parties to attend, and boys to kiss. So, I don't exactly remember where we left off, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. We left off with sadness. Yeah, this is true. The backstory. Alright. Away we go. I got so many games. Whoosh. I am launching the game. I'm clicking and clacking and sipping my coffee. Please hold. There we go. What's up, El Coco? Let's go. When last we left off. Not the. What's that fucking. This one. Tiago told us a little bit about his backstory with his ex-boyfriend who got old and died, and he's immortal, and it's just, you know, the tragedy of immortality is getting attached. Tiago bolts before he can say anything, red as a beetroot. A smile slips from you as you watch him with fondness while he disappears into the crowd. As you watch Tiago walk away, you realize you really need to use the bathroom. You don't know where it is, but you decide to go look for it. Boo's Cerro is a maze. After wandering around for a while, you find yourself walking down the hallway where the professor's office is. As you walk past the office door, you hear noises coming from inside. Someone is in there. Could it be El Coco who has woken up? Or maybe it's Boo trying to escape the party by doing a little work. It could also be an intruder. What do you do? I walk inside. It's Gaweko! That's what I thought it would be! You open the door and find Gaweko rummaging through Boo's things. He looks surprised to see you, but quickly composes himself. There you are. I've been looking for you. Me? You were absent from the ballroom, so I proceeded to, well, to resume my mission. What's your mission? I would rather keep that private, Mattia. However, your usefulness cannot be ignored. There is a certain object I wish to locate, one of no importance. The damaged portable portal, fractured by your own human hands. Do you have any knowledge of its whereabouts? Why do you want it? That is irrelevant. It seems unlikely that the owl would mind. The artifact is damaged, after all. If he won't mind, then why did you sneak in? Gaweko smirks. You are perceptive, my dear. That is to my liking. But I would rather keep my reasons private. I won't tell you where it is. Gaweko breaks into an evil smile. So you do know its location. Damn it. Wasn't there a better choice of words? Your heart pounds. I don't remember where. I know that we saw it, but I don't remember where it is. Well, you panic. Not take that. Strike that K. How did you mess up this badly? This feeling is so strong that you instinctively look away. Directly at the drawer where you saw the portable portal a few hours ago. Fucking God, we gotta work on our poker face, guys. It is not. It's not good. What's up, Diana? Welcome in. Of course, Gaweko notices right away. He opens the drawer, grabs the device, and puts it in his pocket. The God of Darkness smiles. I am grateful, my dear. The time you have saved me is of great value. Well then, I've acquired the necessary resources. Agur. I hate you. We'll go after you. We'll stop you. I would expect nothing less. You make a move to leave. Gaweko looks amused. Very well, you may leave. Reaching them in time is an impossibility. Mortals are so slow. Run, my dear. Hurry up and alert your beloved dog. I'll take my leave. Agur. You sprint back to the ballroom. You almost trip over in the hallway. Gaweko's evil laugh echoes in the background. How could you be so stupid? You let him find the portable portal. He clearly wants to use it to attack your dimension. Now's not the time for regrets. You must reach Tiago as soon as possible. Tiago, I need you to kill Gaweko. I need you to kill him. You keep running until you reach the ballroom. Karu's DJ session has already ended, and some myths are starting to leave. You break through the crowded room, panting and pushing some myths that stare at you as if you were crazy. You reach Tiago at last. Kanla, there you are. I couldn't find... What's wrong? Gaweko stole the portable portal. You explain the whole situation in full detail. First of all, I understand how you feel, but don't blame yourself. That scoundrel is a manipulation expert. If he wanted the portable portal, he was going to get it eventually, with or without your involvement. It's nobody's fault. The professor had no way of knowing. None of us thought of hiding the device. The question now is, how does Gaweko intend to use it? And what do we do about it? He surely already left. Guana, Boo, and Koru approach you. Why the long faces? Tiago fills them in. We have to do something. Can we go to the study, Professor? He might have left a lead or something. You walk through the Saros corridors. No one speaks. The silence feels sharp, heavy. Your racing heart doesn't stop all sorts of thoughts from flooding your mind. You begin to question your own actions. Is there anything you could have done differently? Could you have prevented this outcome? A mixture of guilt and uncertainty washes over you, quickening your breath. A gentle hand wraps around yours. Tiago gives you a small squeeze and caresses your palm with his fingers, with an unexpected tenderness. He says nothing, just keeps walking beside you. But it's more than enough to calm your unease, or rather, to transform it into a different kind of nervousness. Tiago speaks in a low voice, looking straight ahead so the others can't hear him. He doesn't stop walking. Thanks for what you did back there. I know you could have left with Gaweko. I doubt that scoundrel would have passed up the chance to use you. I don't blame you if it crossed your mind. It would have been a chance to get home faster and to be with someone so captivating. I'm not blind. I can see that Gaweko has a special kind of appeal. As much as it hurts, I would have understood if you had left with him. But you didn't. You decided to stay. With me. In what... Now, I have made no indication that I like Gaweko. I'm sure he's the god of darkness, but he's also pretty clearly evil and fucked up. So... Dory? Dory, do you have something you'd like to share with the class? No comment. Alright. Okay. Alright. You've chosen to trust me and my ability to return you to your realm. I thank you, Kalma. I won't forget this. You're both still blushing as you walk through the study's door. Each myth takes their place in the room with almost choreographed movements. Do they have these kinds of meetings often? You notice they're occupying the exact same spots as last night, when they were debating about you. That's right, it was last night. It feels like an eternity has passed. Tiago gently pulls your arm to get you to follow him. He doesn't let go of your hand as he takes his place by the fireplace. The others notice your joined hands, but they say nothing. You only catch a slight little smile on Karu's mouth. Look at her with her fucking eyes. With her... She's cute. Hand-holding in front of a crowd. Scandalous. Devious, even. And the rage on Juana's face. Damn it, mortal, this is all your fault. I told you all. I warned you. We've been betrayed. Juana, it's no one's fault. Conla did what was possible. Like hell, that's true. This is deception. It's all an act. Don't you see? Tiago gives your hand a little squeeze. Juana, stop. You're surprised by his tone, by how serious those two words sounded. No, now is not the time for Juana, stop, or Juana, calm down, or Juana, it's not that serious. Juana has had enough! I like that. I like that was good. That was well written. I like that. I like that. One good, very good line. You're on that creature's side because you're smitten. You just have to see how your tail. You just have to see how your tail wags when it's around you. Stop calling me an it. I thought we had a moment in the ballroom. We were like chill. Tiago tenses up and frowns, but he doesn't contradict her. You're not thinking straight. We can't trust your judgment in this situation. This is a matter of life and death. The rest of you can see it, right? It's dangerous. You know I'm right. You feel Tiago's hand growing increasingly tense, but his breathing shows he's trying to stay calm. What I know is what Goeko is like, and you know it too, Juana. Yes, I do. I know what he's like and what humans are like. These two are birds of a feather. Actually, why is the creature here? We need to come up with a plan. If this thing hears it, it's just a matter of time before it gets to Goeko. Tiago takes a deep breath, but his pulse is racing faster and faster. The others keep talking. Conla is under our protection. It's too late to just wash our hands of this. Not my problem. This is way more serious than protecting a random human. But if Goeko kidnapped Conla, it would be much worse. Not even Goeko would want to kidnap this creature. He could have done it at the gala and it didn't happen. Juana, that's cruel. But what if Conla hides in the dungeons? Would you feel better, Juana? Or with Drac? They can take care of El Coco. A human can't help with anything else anyway. The myths keep arguing, talking over each other, raising their voices higher and higher. You're not liking their ideas. Some are even offensive. Oh no, don't kidnap me, mystery man. No, don't throw me in the dungeon. What kind of dungeon? Tiago's frown deepens, and you'd swear you hear a growl forming in his throat. That's not the only thing forming in his throat, I'll tell you that much. Anyway. Enough! You get startled. The others jump too. Was it just as strange for them to hear Tiago speak like that? I won't tolerate you talking about Conla like that. Are you blind? Conla is just as much a victim as we are. Maybe even more so. We don't know Goeko's exact plans, but it's clear he's targeting the human realm. Conla's home, family, friends, and life. We won't let that happen. We're going to work together to fix this, as a team, including Conla. And I'm only going to say this once. I want to save my power for the God of Darkness. But if anyone threatens, disrespects, or even questions Conla again, I won't hesitate to start early. I don't care if you're my friends. Oh. Oh. Is that clear? No one says a word. Your heart is pounding. Your cheeks are burning. You lower your head so they won't notice. Especially Tiago. He's protective. Yeah, a little... A lot. A lot protective. The myths nod in agreement. An outburst like this is clearly unusual for Tiago. Alright, and now that we're all on the same page, Juana, you owe Conla an apology. What? No. No. Fine, I won't say anything else because I want us to start thinking of a plan for Goeko. But I'm not going to apologize to a human being. Never. Hope this guy never meets your chat. He would eat every single one of you alive. Juana, it's not that big of a deal. That's for me to decide. Tiago, maybe we can skip that part. It's a matter of respect. They start arguing again, shouting. Koro starts crying. Boo doesn't know which way to turn. Juana's red with rage. What's that supposed to mean? What do you think that's supposed to mean, Dory? This is all the creature's fault, can't you see? A glint starts to show in Tiago's eyes, and you feel his hand burn. His body temperature is rising at an incredible rate. Uh-oh. He's werewolfing! He's the Joker, baby. That would rage bait him to death. No, I think... yes, you would rage bait him to death. Unfortunately for you, he would rage bait him to your death. The rest seem to realize it too, because they fall silent. Wolfie, what are you doing? Juana, apologize, quick. Never. But Juana's voice trembles on that last word, and she takes a step back. Fear begins to show in her eyes. What do you do? I give him a hug. Tiago tenses up but doesn't resist. His body is burning up. You stay like that for several seconds. The rest watch you without opening their mouths or moving a single muscle. You wonder how much longer you can stand the heat radiating from him. You're getting burned. Your skin hurts, but you don't let go. You soon feel his body temperature drop. The unsettling glow in his eyes fades. He seems to snap out of a trance and looks at you, confused. You take a step back and smile at Tiago, who's still looking around in confusion. What? I think this whole thing with Gawaiko has overwhelmed me. I shouldn't have taken it out on you. I shouldn't have taken it out on you guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry too. I spoke without thinking. Me too. You all turn to look at Juana. Well? Alright. Mortal, I apologize, okay? And to you too, Tiago. I pay her to disrespect me? Yeah, of course you would. You smile, and the rest do the same. Juana is pouting, but the important thing is you've all calmed down. Thank you for what you did, Conla. I don't know what came over me. I do. You were on the verge of a magic outbreak. I haven't witnessed this in decades. Why are you smiling, Professor? That's bad, right? It sounds bad. Really bad. It's bad and good at the same time. A magic outbreak is dangerous. Tiago could have destroyed the entire building. Tiago looks away, embarrassed. But the fact this happened to him, after so many years, could mean his magic is returning. It's just a guess, but it gives me hope. I don't even know how to process this. We'll process it later. It's not our priority right now. I think I understand. It's all just like Santa Claus. The sleigh runs on the power of belief. The more you believe in the myths, the more magic that they have. And the fact that the light of ages is dying is because people they don't believe in the myths anymore. All of their magic is fading away. It's the same thing. Someone get Buddy the Elf. Yep. Yeah, exactly that. But don't, though. I hate that movie. I can't stand that movie. I'll say it. I don't care if it's a hot take or not. Elf fucking sucks. But he's so funny. No, he's really not. I mean, Will Ferrell is... I mean, sure, yeah, he's really pretty funny guy. But, like, God, that movie sucks. I can't stand it. You're the reason magic is draining from this world. No! You guys are so mean to me. What we need to ask ourselves is, what's gotten into Goeiko? You grumpy old man. Bah, humbug. Nothing's gotten into him. He's always been a scoundrel. Scoundrel? A rapscallion. Huh. Yeah, but tonight, he's never gone this far before. Or maybe you just didn't want to see how serious it was. Don't start with that. Is there any point making guesses? Shouldn't we just go stop him and be done with it? We can't stop him if we don't know what he's up to. We know it's nothing good. And we know where he is. Probably. We have to go to his cave, right now. Shouldn't we call for reinforcements first? I have the Eguskelor, but if he's with his shadows, one won't be enough. We'd better go find more Eguskelors. Eguskelores? That looks like the most made-up word I've ever seen. We can't go empty-handed. We should carry at least 2 per person. I think we should investigate first, find out what he's up to, and come up with a plan based on that. That could take ages. We have to act now. But going alone is dangerous. They start arguing again, talking over each other and raising their voices higher and higher. All 4 plans make sense, but it gets to a point where you can't hear a thing. They're getting on your nerves. You raise your voice. For goodness sake, you're hundreds of years old. Stop acting like children. Everyone turns to look at you, eyes wide. Tiago lets out a little laugh. Juana opens her mouth and you brace yourself for the scolding you're about to get. At least you've gotten used to it. But instead, she bursts out laughing. The creature has a temper. The rest look at her with a mix of surprise, relief, and satisfaction. Yeah, thank goodness, because that's a good point. Conla, what do you suggest we do? I agree with Tiago. We should go to the cave. And why does your opinion even matter? Juana. I don't mean it in a bad way. I just want to hear the reasoning. I'll support whatever Tiago says. I take my boyfriend's side, no matter what. If we take too long and he leaves the castle, it'll be harder to find him. See? My option is always the best. It's settled then. A boy kissing? Maybe. I'm still unsure. What if we put it to a vote? I mean, we can try, but if Conla supports Tiago's option, it's going to win even if we put it to a vote. Why? The math is not mathing here. We have 4 options. There are 5 of us. Conla and Tiago's are just 2 votes. Yes, the math is correct, but you know how it always goes. Everyone votes for their own option. We end up tied, and we don't get anything done. That's why we never vote. This sounds familiar. I saw it in a movie. Ever seen a Pirates of the Caribbean? That scene where they like the Pirate King. Yeah. That's exactly, that's Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. Yep, that's the one. Man, maybe that should be our next movie night. I haven't seen Pirates 3 in so long. Dude, I love all 3 Pirates movies. All 3 of them. All of them. There's 3 of them. And I love them. There's 3 of them and I love them. Is there 3 of them? There's only 3 of them. Do you love them? I do love them. There are only 3 of them. No, 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 wait a minute. No, hold on, wait a minute. Is that One Piece? Of course. Fucking of course Boo would be into fucking One Piece. Look at this guy. Look at him. Look, he's a fucking shut-in. Of course he's a weeb. Of course he is. Oh my god. I love it here. I love this is great. This is fantastic. Is that One Piece? I don't remember that part. Which arc? It wasn't One Piece, it was a movie. Caribbean something. Hmm. And was it King of the Pirates or Pirate King? Isn't that the same thing? We're getting off topic. Right, sorry. It doesn't matter now. Conla's here to break ties. We won't have that problem anymore. It must have some redeeming quality. Conla, what's your vote? Let's head to the cave now. Yeah, that settles it. Sounds good to me. I spoke out of fear earlier, but deep down, I know this is the best option. Good. Here we go. Juana, you know how to get in. Can you guide us? Yes, follow me. Can't we just teleport? We can teleport to the entrance of the mountain, but not inside the lair. He's placed magical domes. The path from the entrance to the lair is a maze, but I already figured out the best route. Besides getting in, you know how to get out, right? Yes, it's the reverse route. I can find my way through the cave maze. Last night I couldn't put it into practice because Goeko himself teleported us, but I can easily do it. Don't doubt me, mortal. If you're going to question me, you'd better not come. Conla isn't familiar with our world, and this is dangerous. It's only natural to ask questions. Exactly. The mortal knows nothing. The smart thing to do is to shut up and trust those who do. You're right, Juana, I'm sorry. Don't suck up to me, mortal. And have some backbone, will you? That's right, I forgot. She likes she needs to be corrected. She wants a challenge. But okay, I accept your apology. Get ready. Koru, stay behind me. Kalna, take my hand. That Galwako will be sorry. Juana holds out her other hand as you form a circle. You're engulfed by the intense flash of so many simultaneous teleports. You close your eyes and squeeze Tiago's hand, who responds with a subtle stroke of his thumb. How lewd. You appear at a cave entrance. Juana steps inside with a determined stride, followed by the rest of you. You traverse a labyrinth of caverns, detours, and forks. It doesn't take long before you get disoriented. You're relieved when you reach a larger opening, behind which you recognize Galweko's lair. Juana gestures a countdown with her fingers. Nerves show up on the myth's faces as they prepare to fight. The Juan Caballo holds the Eguzquilor in one hand and her riding crop in the other as she scans from side to side, searching for the god of darkness. That's what it is, the flower. I forgot about the flower. Boo has summoned an archaic-looking grimoire and is whispering something in Old Castellan? I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that properly. What kind of spell is he casting? Koru is hiding behind him, trembling but determined as she casts her small flame. With finger heart. You glance at Tiago out of the corner of your eye, trying to conceal your fear. He's acting calm, but deep down, you know he's worried. Worried and disappointed. You don't think he hated Goeko as much as he claimed, at least not until now. He notices you watching him, smiles, and gently pulls you behind him, shielding you with his body as he takes a combat stance and clears his throat. Juana's countdown reaches 0. In one leap, you all cross the threshold of the lair at the same time. You look around, tense and alert, searching for the god of darkness. But the lair is empty. No sign of Goeko or his horrendous shadows. No, too late, you wasted too much time arguing. He has to be around here somewhere. Let's not lose heart. Wow, everybody like that. I am such a good team leader. Let's check every corner. He could be hiding. I think he's fled. Coward. Could bide any chance to talk to him. Talk? This Goose Galore is not for talking. It's in case of emergency. We must ask him for an explanation first. Give him a chance. He's been abusing your chances for decades. It's not the same. I agree with Boo. Maybe there's an explanation. What does it matter? He's gone. Let's make sure of that before we do anything else. The group splits up. You follow Tiago to a corner at the back of the cave. Goeko is nowhere to be found indeed, but traces of his personality fill every corner. Literally. The walls are covered in scribbles. You recognize sketches of the terrifying shadow creatures. You study them up close. They're not just scribbles, but careful, detailed paintings. The strokes are precise, and it's clear the colors have been chosen and mixed with intent. These shadowy figures feel just as unsettling as the real ones. Did Goeko make these? Tiago looks at the paintings with bewilderment, but also with fascination. I wonder if it's a trick of his. We don't know how he summons them, or how he controls them. But aesthetically, they're fascinating. That's undeniable. You advance through the cave, observing the walls. The shadows give way to a different kind of painting. Wild plants and flowers, vibrantly colored insects, and all kinds of birds, from tiny sparrows to imposing vultures. They're all gorgeous. You can't look away. A glance at Tiago tells you that the same thing has happened to him. He's hypnotized by these works of art. I see you're just as surprised as I am. Tiago doesn't seem to hear you. He's mesmerized by the paintings. Not wanting to interrupt him, you keep moving along the cave, admiring the decorated walls. You come across another wall overflowing with colorful figures. This time it's not specters, plants, or birds filling the surface. They're portraits of people, strange creatures, and legendary-looking animals. Most of the myths don't look familiar, but you do recognize some faces from the gala. You study them more closely, searching for a familiar face. Boo is the easiest to spot. His silver hair is unmistakable, and he's one of the few myths who wears glasses. Why did Goeko draw owl wings on him? Is that his true form, or an artistic interpretation? You assume the latter. Boo would be so concerned about his myth form if it were just a pair of... Boo wouldn't be so concerned about his myth form if it were just a pair of wings. You find Juana. Goeko has captured her defiant gaze, the silkiness of her hair, her suggestive curves. She's depicted dancing, which makes the painting more dynamic and gives it a captivating energy. Koru's portrait is soft, innocent. Her hair is painted strand by strand, not a single detail is missed. The witch is hugging a plush-like ball you immediately recognize as El Coco, with its thin little legs and huge eyes. Goeko has nailed both of them. Tiago is the last one you find, which is odd, given that his portrait is larger than the rest. Much larger. It's placed at the center of the mural, and it looks even more detailed than the others. You compare it to the real Tiago, who is approaching you at this very moment. They are identical. The shape of his fringe is an exact match. The slight tilt of one ear compared to the other. The half-smile you like so much. Tiago notices it too. Yours is bigger. The painting, I mean. Definitely not. Anyway. Why is this one more elaborate? I can't deny it's impressive. The resemblance is almost scary. He's captured my dazzling beauty perfectly. He says it as a joke, feigning indifference, but he blushes a little. Tiago squints as he studies the portrait. Is that my little mole on my left ear? How is that possible? It's minuscule and covered by hair. Almost no one even knows I have it. I sure didn't. You look at his left ear. The real Tiago's left ear. There it is, a tiny brown spot. So subtle it's hard to see. Especially now that his ears and cheeks are flushed bright red. Well, it's not that strange that he noticed, right? I'm used to everyone analyzing me, picking up on me. Actually, this should scare me. I'm sure he was studying me to figure out how to defeat me. Yes, exactly. This is terrifying. I feel watched, stalked. I don't like it. I think, I think you maybe kind of do, actually. I think you kind of do. I think you do kind of like it. I think you really kind of like it. I wonder what this means. Tiago looks away, blushing more and more. You gaze at the incredible work of art. It means he's attracted to you. I feel my beautiful wolf voice slipping away from me. This cannot be. Eh? Me? Koeko attracted to me? No, no. What are you saying? We're totally incompatible. It wouldn't work, I'm sure of it. I mean, I'm not sure in the sense that I've thought about it, okay? It wouldn't even have crossed my mind. I'm sorry. It wouldn't even have crossed my mind, not until you said it. You say the strangest things, Konma. Yeah, keep talking. The more you babble, the more I believe you, for sure. The blush on Tiago's face has reached unprecedented levels. You decide not to push it further in case he has a meltdown and you end up without a way back home. The deflection's crazy. Right? That's what I'm saying. Have you found anything? Wow. Boo looks at the walls in admiration. So do Koru and Wana, who have just stopped beside him. Did Galeko paint these? It's incredible. Look at El Coco, it turned out so cute. I'd love a keychain with that design. They're all extraordinary. This explains the quality of the design and the designs in these notes. Look. Professor Boo shows you a notebook filled with numbers, equations, diagrams, letters, and detailed sketches. My fingers keep clicking a button. One of the portable portal, another of its internal mechanisms, another with the design and patterns of the beautiful gown he wore at the gala. I'm sure the notes for his plan are in this notebook. This is gold. Look, this page contains the design for a custom spell. Maybe he developed it to repair the portable portal. But the entire notebook is written in code. I can't read it, not without decoding it first. Could it be in Basque? Galeko is Basque. Calling Basque a code is a bit much, Professor. No, it's not Basque. Look, it's encrypted. Only this specific phrase is written in Basque. We could start there. Does anyone know how to read it? You look at the line the professor is pointing to. It says... It says... Kainaren Hogeta Iruko Gaoyan. Sound it out. Sometimes that's not enough. No, I don't speak Basque. It says night of June 24th. Tiago, you speak Basque? What a surprise. I only know a few terms, since I spend my days on Galweko's tail. Oh, I bet you wish you did. Anyway. I mean, chasing him, and I hear him talking to his shadows, so some words have stuck. Of course. I mean, that's so cool. God, she's so fucking sassy. With the goddamn eye roll. Oliver, I like her. I like her a lot. Yeah, you spared me from having to look it up in the dictionary. And from having to find the dictionary. I wonder where I put it. Good. Let's not waste any more time. We already know the when. Goeko is going to carry out his plan, whatever it is, the day after tomorrow. Great. Now we just need to figure out the where, the what, the why, the... Yeah, we get it. A lot of things. Almost everything. But the location is most crucial. If we find it, we can stop him. We'll figure out what he's plotting later. Okay, and how do we find it? The answer is probably in this notebook. But we don't know for sure, and I can't promise that I'll be able to decipher it in time. Well, let's think of another option. What if we ask someone? We have to keep this a secret. We don't want to cause a panic. Now would be a good time to regain your power, Koru. You know that's not up to me. It hasn't been fully proven. Leave her alone. What we need to do is arm ourselves, to the teeth, this time for real. You're really going to start arguing again, here in the middle of the cave? I'm considering whether to interrupt them again when something moves in the darkness. Everyone falls silent instantly. Juana gives the order in an almost imperceptible whisper. The group splits up and moves at full speed in absolute silence. Tiago grabs your hand and drags you with him toward a narrow crack in the wall. Very narrow. You barely fit inside together, but you force your way in as best you can. Your bodies are pinned against each other, the rough stone of the crevice at your backs. You're so close now that even the smallest movement brings your faces almost into contact. Your heart is racing. You worry that Tiago might notice and think you're a coward, or worse, that he might assume your pulse has quickened because of how close you are. Wait, which one is it? And why does it suddenly matter what he thinks? He's just a friend. What do you do? Kiss him? You count to 10. Miyu and Tiago's close. Dory fucking vibrating. You try to calm yourself. Focus on your breathing. Taking a deep breath in and out. Inhaling. Tiago smells like a mix of cinnamon and vanilla. Is that his usual scent, or is it from the desserts he's been making this morning? Or maybe, could it be a fragrance he chose for the gala? Wait a second. If it's a perfume, did he put it on for you? For your date at the gala? No, impossible. What a self-centered thought. He's just a friend, you tell yourself. Even though a part of you wishes it were true. These thoughts aren't helping you calm down. Quite the opposite. You should change your approach. For example, you could focus on Tiago's breathing. Tiago's breaths are deep, relaxed, and steady. Thank goodness he's calm. You focus on the rhythm of his chest expanding and contracting. The closeness lets you feel his heartbeat. You focus on that, and it doesn't add up. His pulse is racing, completely out of sync with the calm rhythm of his breathing. That can only mean one thing, right? He's not as calm as he seems. And most importantly, are his nerves due to fear, to your bodies brushing against each other, or to both? Once again, those thoughts are getting on your nerves, so you decide to look outside, to focus on something else, whatever is approaching through the cave. It doesn't take long for the shadows to appear. They're terrifying, straight out of your worst nightmares. And there are so many of them. They roam the caves, sniffling around, trying to find any trace of intruders. Wait a minute. Of course. They're looking for you. They recognize your human scent. They're going to find you because of you. You should have stayed at the Cerro. What do? You take his hand. Tiago returns the gesture, squeezing your hand. Your nerves only get worse. It's true. This won't solve anything. You need to stay calm. Besides, on the Cerro they would have found you too, right? And there would have been no one to protect you. Or to get hurt. Here, you're not so sure. You're surprised to find yourself wishing that nothing happens to the myths. Especially Tiago. Damn it. When did you start putting their safety before your own? One of the shadows approaches your crevice. Tiago also senses the danger. He takes a deep breath and opens his mouth, ready to howl and scare the shadows away. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice a movement on the opposite wall of the cave. It's Juana peering from her crevice. She's waving her arms up and down, trying to get Tiago's attention, but he doesn't see her. A look of relief appears on Juana's face when she sees that you've noticed. She forms a cross with her forearms and shakes her head, and mouths the word, "No." Tiago's howl is about to come out. What do? Can't... I was going to say we covered Tiago's mouth with my mouth, but okay. Tiago's taken aback, but he obeys and interrupts the howl forming in his throat. The shadow keeps sniffing around the area, getting closer and closer. Okay, calm down. No, you calm down. No, shut up. You mean to tell me this is the perfect opportunity for a big fat smooch? You gotta take it where you can get it, right? The shadow keeps sniffing around the area, getting closer and closer and closer. Exactly. We may die, so kiss me. Exactly. It stops at the opening of the crevice. If it turns around, it will see you. The tension is killing you. You want to cry. A noise echoes from the back of the cave. A sharp thud, like a small metallic object falling to the ground. It's subtle, but enough for the shadow to decide to ignore the crevice and slither away in that direction. You both breathe a sigh of relief. Tiago notices the tear that has slipped out and rolled down your cheek. He brings his hand closer, gently cups your face, and wipes it away with his thumb. You can't help but let out a nervous little laugh. Tiago gestures for silence with his other hand, but a small smile slips out and he blushes. Despite the fear, his reaction makes your heart melt. Give him a soft kiss on the palm of his hand. You're interrupted by two arms that grab you by the wrist and drag you out of the crevice. You almost scream in fright, but it's Boo and Juana, with Koru behind them and watching the shadows you have gathered in the background. Watching the shadows that have gathered in the background. The perspective. Without giving you time to look at anything else, they drag you toward the exit, silently but quickly. The shadows don't turn around. You remain silent as you make your way back through the caves until you reach the entrance to the mountain. Without stopping for a second, you take each other's hands and teleport back to Cerro del Bu. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my! I nearly peed myself, that was terrifying! Connor, are you okay? I'm still shaking. Me too. But Wolfie, you're used to dealing with shadows. Not this many at once, in a closed space, and without being able to use my power. Or maybe those shivers were not from fear. What are you implying? Good point. Is it because of Connor, Wolfie? You two were really close together in that crevice. I told you, these two. No, don't get the wrong idea. That hiding spot was really tight. Oh, how inconvenient. And he's just as easily bullyable as I am, huh? Let's change the subject. We should talk about what's important. Tiago shoots you a pleading look, his cheeks burning red. Why couldn't he use his howl? Kaweko's magical domes don't just affect teleportation. I think you're easier? Fuck you. I hate it here. They interfere with the magic in general, except his own, of course. And they don't just block it, they act as a sort of alarm. The shadows would have detected the origin of the howl. They would have known exactly where Tiago was. That's why the Eguskelor is so useful. Not only does it have a strong effect on Gaweko, but it's also unaffected by his defenses. Good thing you stepped in. Thanks. We have to come up with a plan. Oh no, here we go again. Let's try not to argue, please. This time will be easier. We have plenty of time. A day and a half isn't plenty of time. It's more than the 15 minutes we had before. Guys, it doesn't matter. How do we proceed? You're right. So, what do we know so far? We know Gaweko plans to do something the day after tomorrow, at night. But we don't know what or where. However, we have his encrypted notebook. The answers are probably in here. I don't like that probably. We're not sure. It's also not guaranteed you'll be able to decrypt it in time. There's something I'm not getting. Even if Gaweko managed to repair the portable portal, he can't use it, right? It's linked to me and Conla. That's a good point. Maybe he's figured out how to change the owner of the portable portals. If that's true, this information could help Conla return to the mortal realm. We got ads starting in a couple of seconds. So we're going to take a little bit of a break here. Oh my goodness. It's only been about an hour. That's kind of crazy. So much happened in a very short span of time. Ugh. How's everybody doing? How's everybody, enjoying the story? We got really close to kissing a boy, but unfortunately, rain. Yeah. Yeah. It's just kind of rainy. It's bright and sunny here. Oh, it must be fucking nice. I would probably complain if it was sunny too, just because it would be hot. God, I can't wait for fall. Why is it only August? I'm tired. I just want to wear flannels. Yeah, I want to, like, just exist and not have to be sweaty at the same time. Literally. It's just the worst. I'd rather be a little bit cold than a little bit hot. God, I can't stand it. Um, ugh, excuse me, jeez. Ugh. You only take so many clothes off. Exactly. If we gather up all the summer people and banish them into a pit, maybe it'll get better. I don't know if the summer people caused the summer. Somehow, I don't think that's going to help. Unfortunately. Let's try, though. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. All right. Welcome back from Ad Hell. I'm pretty sure everybody's deciphering. I'm pretty confident that everybody here is subscribed. But, you know, it's the principle. I'm actually starting to enjoy the current method. Right. As much as I like the idea of the creature leaving, let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, we need to find Goeko. And after we find him, we have to defeat him. That's the tricky part. We don't have to defeat him, we have to convince him. Sure. But just in case, Professor. I don't trust him. Especially not in our current state. 4 myths with their powers weakened and a human, armed with nothing but an Eguzkilor, against the god of darkness and his army of shadows. Doesn't sound very promising. We're a ragtag bunch of heroes. Yeah, I guess you're right. So what do we prioritize? Deciphering the notebook? Searching every nook and cranny? Getting more weapons? Everything seems important. We should split up, gang! You're glad to see that Juana not only doesn't question you, but shows interest in what you're saying. That's not a bad idea. We don't all have to do the same thing. Yeah, that would be inefficient. And this way, we're not putting all our eggs in one basket. We have a better chance that someone will succeed. I agree with the creature. You all look at Juana. What? I don't just contradict people for the sake of it. If I think Conla is right, I have no problem admitting it. Well, even if Juana agrees, that's a sign. How should we go about it? If even Juana agrees, that's a sign. How should we go about this? She's so real. You're glad you were able to contribute, even if it was just a small thing. And above all, you're glad that Juana called you by your name. I noticed that. I didn't say it, but I noticed it. I'll focus on deciphering the notebook. I'll travel around the region and try to track him down using my power. I'll talk to everyone we know, gather their Eguzkilors, and ask if they've seen the Dark God. Should we also ask them to join the fight? I don't think we should. That would send Goeko the wrong message. The goal is to reason with him. We don't know what he'll do if he feels threatened. The Eguzkilors are just in case. Besides, we don't want everyone to get gripped by panic. We have to handle this ourselves. But also, contradicting some people for the sake of it is fun a lot of the time. Fucking rage baiters, though, every last one of you. I see. In that case, I'll try to practice my powers. I know it's unlikely to work. I've tried many times before, but it's the only way I can think of to help. Good idea, Koru. Sounds perfect to me. Yes, I trust you. What about me? You're coming with me, of course. The others look at Tiago with mischievous smiles. I mean, because of the bond. I haven't forgotten. Your return home is an important mission as well. Of course. I fucking love the sarcasm on this one. Koru is so funny. Yes, Conla, you're still under Tiago's protection. Take this opportunity to help him with the mission while you continue to develop the bond. Well, we've got it sorted. We can start first thing tomorrow. Tomorrow? Yes, Professor. We're not owls. We need to sleep. Koru nods enthusiastically. Her eyes are drowsy. And so do you. So much has happened that you haven't even noticed the passing hours. But now that everything is planned, sleepiness is starting to catch up with you. You're right. In fact, I'll sleep too this time. With all the gala preparations, I haven't slept a wink this morning. For me, that's the equivalent of staying up all night. Then, everyone off to bed. Good night. Bye. Koru and Juana disappear in a flash of magic. Have a good rest, Tiago, Conla. Boo walks out the office door. A few seconds later, you hear another door close in the distance, at the end of the hallway. Good night, Conla. Tiago slowly turns toward the study's door. Don't go. Before he can even finish the sentence, he turns around. Well, if you insist so much, I'll stay. that was funny. Tiago walks over and stands beside you. He tries to keep a neutral expression, but his eyes are shining. His smile is genuine, and his tail is wagging. I've changed my mind, please leave. That's fucked up. I swear, that's definitely not the first time we've seen that exact dialogue option, too. Sleep with me. Tiago's face lights up, though he tries to look calm. Of course. I'll protect you all night. Sleep without worries. Yeah! Dory is locked the fuck in right now. He sits in the armchair next to the sofa bed, his gaze alert. He shivers as he notices you watching him. I see a strange look in your eyes. It's worry, isn't it? Left alone without his shadows, he's a huge threat to your realm. Won't he take his shadows with him? The portable portal can only be linked to one myth at a time, remember? He can't bring his army with him. That would be the end of us. The shadows will only be a problem when it comes to finding him. Well, they would be. Luckily, you've got me. There was only one obvious option there. Is it time for boy kissing? He's already in our bed. But what if? Oh, 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 my fingers slip. See, now this is entertaining for me. Now I'm having fun. Tiago blushes and smiles. He turns around, looks at you shyly, and casts you back on the cheek. He turns around, looks at you shyly, and kisses you back on the cheek. Good night, Con. You go into the bathroom, brush your teeth, and put on the pajamas they lent you the night before. It's actually really cute. Will Tiago like it? You can't wait to see his reaction. Okay, that's not... We don't have this in English. It's not that it wouldn't belong here, but, like, we don't use this in English. So, like, obviously it makes sense. We're so critical. Well, I want it to be, like, this is the English version of the script. I want it to be grammatically accurate to the English language. And I'm not, I don't... What if it's like a double question? What do you, huh? What does that mean? My point is, I want it to be correct and accurate. Yes, I'm critical, but hopefully, I'm being constructively critical. I'm not sitting here saying, like, oh, fucking stupid devs don't know that we don't have... No, I'm just saying we don't use this symbol in English. So even though, like, I see that, I understand that it's probably a holdover from the Spanish version of the script or some other language that uses this symbol, but English doesn't use it. So you gotta nix that. What if it's an upside down question? Well, if it was an upside down question, then I would have to read it like this. If it was an upside down question, then I would. If it was an upside down question, then will Tiago like? So okay, all right. I am Wolfman, not Spider-Man. Yeah. Anyway. we have fun here. Enter to call him flipping himself over. Listen, sometimes, sometimes you just gotta wee, wee. I wish I had one of those. I wish I had one of those mouse wheels that just that you could flick it. It's like all like steel and ball bearings, and it just fucking goes. And I would just rotate mad. I would just fucking go. That'd be crazy. That'd be so funny. Anyway, uh, yippee. But Tiago was already asleep when you come back. Well, it's okay. You were tired. You get into bed and fall asleep right away. You sleep soundly without any nightmares. I think that's probably a good place to stop, actually. I realize that's shorter than I wanted it to be, but I'm worried that if we get into it, like I'm not gonna have enough time today to really get into it. This is feeling like at least a second act, if not a third act, going on right now. So I think maybe we just kind of call it super early. Not a huge fan of doing that, but I don't know. You gotta. I don't have as much time today as I would like. Thank you guys for joining me. Gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, unfortunately. Like I have a little bit more time, but I don't wanna like. Why is the fish not working? What the fuck? Why is the fucking fish not working? Hello? God damn it. Such a pain in my ass. My fish. Hold on. Oh. And close the fucking settings. Thanks for stream Hero Sat, watching me laugh for almost 2 hours. So it was a great morning. Hell yeah. Okay, that should fix the fish. Hold on, let me refund you those other ones that you did just now. There you go. I should fix that. There you go. Delightful. At least I got to see Colin spin. True, you did. What's up, Brandon boy? I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Man, I don't like ending so soon, but like I can't I don't wanna start the next day if like there's a lot of build up, there's a lot of stuff happening, so we'll hopefully we'll have more time next week and we can get into it and it'll be fine. Ugh. Anyway, let's see who's on. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day too. Thank you. Who should we go see? Let's oh, there's not a lot of people. Not a lot of people on that I follow. Let's go say hi to Mittens. I haven't seen Mittens in a minute. Everybody go say hi, good morning to Mittens. I don't think it's morning for Mittens. It's probably mid-afternoon for Mittens. But go say hello. Tell her all about the boy kissing, I guess. I don't know, I'm tired. It's rainy and I'm sleepy and like... Oh, I don't know. Tomorrow, we'll be back again. I'll have a little bit more time tomorrow to play some Resident Evil 4. And then again on Wednesday, and then Thursday I'll be back in the evening for a collab playing Super Battle Golf. Haven't started a stream at fucking 6 p.m. in forever. Like, that used to be our normal stream time. But now we stream primarily in the morning because I work second shift all the fucking time. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, thank you everybody once again for watching. I'll catch you guys tomorrow, and if I don't, I'll see you when I see you. Join the Discord for updates about streams and schedules and whatnot. Follow the socials, buy the merch if you're so inclined. I don't know, we got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff coming down the pipes. A lot of stuff going on soon. So, be nice, have fun, raid, leave. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.